Hi there, I'm Candace Elliott and I am a human resources strategist. And I wanted to just pop on here to tell you a little bit about my new course that's called My First Hire. The idea for this course came from participating in a lot of groups and programs for small business owners and solopreneurs. Um, and in that space, realizing that a lot of us start to feel overwhelmed by the amount of work that there is to do and kind of what's on our plate, right? As our businesses become more successful, there becomes more to do. And as a small business owner or solopreneur, you're not only serving your clients, but you're growing your business and you're working on your business at the same time. And so um, that there's this tension between, trying to do it all, wanting to do it all, and then thinking at some point, maybe if I had someone to help, this would be better. I think a lot of times people think about like a bookkeeper or virtual assistant or something like that as the first person that they bring on to their team. But it's really tricky to actually find someone, right? And to know what they're going to do and then to be able to integrate them into your work in a way that works for both of you. I even had trouble doing this the first time that I did it with my business, Fortress and Flourish. I found myself just like hiring pretty much the first person that I talked to, which is not something that I would ever advise someone to do. Um, and it worked out okay, but now in hindsight, I know looking back what I would have done differently. And I thought that, if a person like me who has literally hired thousands of people struggled to hire my first independent contractor, there's probably a bunch of people who have never done any hiring before in your life, who it would just feel like an insurmountable challenge. And so I want to demystify that whole process. And in my course, My First Hire, I share with you the process, a process. I'm not going to say it's the process, right? Because the way that everyone works is different. And I'm not going to say like, this is the only way to solve your problem, right? But if you want to hire someone, you're kind of having that inkling of like, maybe I need an independent contractor or an employee. We go through looking at your own workload. What are all the things that you're doing? What are you spending your time on? What do you wish you could be spending your time on? What are the things that you really kind of have to do as the business owner? And then what are the things that you could hand off to someone else? We look at the financial side of things because it has to be financially sustainable for you to bring someone on and for them to stick with you. I have found in my own work that when I've brought on support, that it has helped me to focus on the things that will really help to grow my business instead of the things that just kind of suck up a lot of time. And sometimes it doesn't even mean hiring people. Sometimes it's just getting some tools in place. Like I remember when I first used an online system to book my appointments, I was like, oh, this saves tons of time. Like I don't need a virtual assistant to do this. I can just send someone a link, or they could send someone a link. So we'll look at, ways to simplify. We'll look at financial sustainability. We look at, how you want to interview this person, how you want to onboard this person, what the best ways are to kind of shift the way you're doing things so that you can have someone help you. Because when everything's in your head, it works one way, but when you're having other people work with you, then it works a little bit differently. So I invite you to check out the course. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, I welcome those. My email for my business is info@fortressandflourish.com, and I hope to see you in the course.